evening. My name is Clio from East End Children's Center, and welcome to our bedtime program. It's every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday at 7 o'clock, which is right now. Today we're going to be reading a story called All the World. All the world. We're going to look at people all over the world. But first, let's sing our hello song. Do you remember what song it is? The Good Evening Train. You got it. We sing our Good Evening Train song and we learn to say good evening in another language from a country somewhere else around the world that's not Canada. Today we're going to learn about Somalia, a country in East Africa. We're going to learn to say good evening in Somali, the language of Somalia. Let's sing our song. Let's get started. The Good Evening train is coming, how are you? Choo choo. The good evening train is coming, how are you? Choo choo. The good evening train is coming, the good evening train is coming, the good evening train is coming, how are you? Choo choo. Like I said, we're going to learn about Somalia today. Somalia is a country in the continent of Africa. This is our map of Africa. All these different little colors are different countries in Africa. Somalia is on the east side. It's the eastmost country. North, south, east, west. And this country with the zebra, the pink country, is Somalia. Somalia. People who live in Somalia speak Somali, the language Somali. We live in Canada. We speak English or French or maybe a heritage language from our parents. And if you grow up in Somalia, right here where the zebra is, then you might speak Somali. People who live in Somalia say good evening to one another by saying Fiid Wanaagsen. Fiid Wanaagsen. Good evening. Fiid Wanaagsen. Okay, you try. I'll help. Repeat after me. Fiid Wanaagsen. Fiid Wanaagsen. Fiid Wanaagsen. Good evening. Fiid Wanaagsen. And we say Fiid Wanaagsen, doggy, how are you? Ruff, ruff. And we say Fiid Wanaagsen, owl, how are you? Hoo, hoo. And we say Fiid Wanaagsen, who? Elephant. And we say Fiid Wanaagsen, Clio, and I say Fiid Wanaagsen to you. Good evening, how are you? Choo choo, the Fiid Wanaagsen train is coming, how are you? Choo choo, Fiid Wanaagsen train is coming, how are you? Choo choo, Fiid Wanaagsen train is coming, Fiid Wanaagsen train is coming, Fiid Wanaagsen train is coming, how are you? Choo choo, doo 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 doo. Woo! Good evening, everyone. Hello, Fiid Wanaagsen. Welcome to the program. We made it to our next stop, the Get Ready for Bed song. And if you've been here with me before, you know that I sign this song. I use my hands to make words. Some people that have trouble talking with their mouths or hearing with their ears might use sign language to talk with other people, to communicate with other people. It's another way to speak. It's a language to use your hands to talk. So I'll have my hands moving at the same time as I sing so that you can see the signs. Cool, right? Maybe today you guys can try the sign for, let's see, the sign for ice cream. ice cream. I'll ask you guys if you ate any ice cream as a sweet bedtime snack. Okay, let's sing. Ice cream. Remember, ice cream. Fiid Wanaagsen, my friends. Fiid Wanaagsen. Fiid Wanaagsen, my friends. Fiid Wanaagsen. Fiid Wanaagsen, my friends. Fiid Wanaagsen, my friends. Fiid Wanaagsen, my friends. Fiid Wanaagsen. Good evening, as they might say in Somalia. Did you have a good day today? I did. Did you have a good day today? Did you have a good day? Did you have a good day? Did you have a good day today? I hope so. And if not, that's okay. Tomorrow will be better. Let's ready ourselves for bed. Let's ready ourselves for bed. Let's ready ourselves. Let's ready ourselves. Let's ready ourselves for bed. There's my bed. What does your bed look like? Are there stuffies on your bed? Blankets? Pillows? Me too! All right, let's think about some of the things we maybe did before we're ready for bed. Or maybe things we're going to do. Did you brush your teeth? Did you put your PJs on? I did not. I forgot. I have to change. Did you drink some water? Did you eat some ice cream? Did you eat some ice cream? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Maybe tomorrow. Here's tonight's story. All the world. All the world. All the world. All the world. They're looking out into the distance of... There we go, you guys fell down. Of the whole world. All the world. Maybe if you go to the beach, you can look out over the water and think about the whole world on the other side of that lake or river or ocean. All the world. Rock, stone, pebble, sand. Rock, stone, pebble, sand. You're collecting rocks at the beach. Body, shoulder, arm, hand. A moat to dig. And a shell to keep. Maybe if you get to go to the beach sometime soon, you can look for pebbles and rocks and shells. They're building a moat around their castle. They found a shell to keep. All the world is wide and deep. Wide and deep. So wide, wide and deep. See those cliffs? It's a steep fall. Even the water is deep. Sometimes do you ever get into water and you can't touch the bottom? That's what it's like when something is deep. Have you ever heard people say the whole wide world? The world is wide and deep. All the world is wide and deep. Hive, bee, wings, hum. How does the bee sound? Bzz, 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 bzz. Husk, cob, corn, yum, yummy. Tomato blossom, fruit so red. They're collecting tomatoes to bring home. Do you know anyone in your life with a tomato garden? Tomato blossom, fruit so red. All the world is a garden bed. Everywhere in the world, things can grow. Even places you think it might not, like in the desert where you think there's no water. How could anything grow? But we know cacti. A cactus can grow out there. We see moss on rocks. All the world is a garden bed. Things can grow anywhere. In hot, hot places, in rainy, rainy places, in swamps, we see, what are those pink flowers called? Those flowers that grow in swamps. I'll remember eventually. Things grow everywhere. Maybe the farmers markets will be open soon and you can go and see the farmers of Ontario that have grown food for us to eat. And you can ask them about what they grow and how they grow it. All the world's a garden bed. Tree trunk, branch crown. Climbing up and sitting down. They've climbed the tree and perched up on top, nice and comfy. It's crazy how much you can see from up there. It's really cool. Morning sun becomes noon blue. Noon, 12 o'clock p.m., the afternoon, usually when you're having lunch. The morning sun becomes noon blue. The skies are so blue. All the world is old and new. Think about how a tree could be old and new at the same time. What do you think about that? Trees often last for decades, for tens of years, even 100 years sometimes, but they're always growing new branches and new leaves. So even though trees are very, very old, they're also very, very young. They have new branches and new leaves that just started growing. See how this baby tree is one day gonna be just like this giant tree. It'll be big enough to climb and sit in and see the whole world from the top of. All the world is old and new. Road, street, track, path. All different kinds of ways to get somewhere. Road, street, track, path. I just thought of another one. Think about it. Where do you walk when you're going somewhere? A sidewalk, maybe? Let's add it. Road, street, sidewalk, track, path. So those are ways we get around on land. In water, ship, boat, wooden raft. A raft is like a row of wood stuck together that you sit on, and the wood floats on the water. It's kind of like a boat, but it's all flat. No curves on a raft. All around the world, there are different ways to get around. If you go somewhere like Venice in Europe, most people get around these ways: ship, boat, wooden raft, because there's water everywhere. They're called canals. Instead of roads, there's little rivers. So you need boats and rafts to get around. But if you live somewhere here, like in Toronto or somewhere else in Ontario, there's mostly roads and streets and sidewalks and paths. And maybe if you live somewhere a little bit more mountainous, maybe if you live somewhere in Alberta, in Banff, or maybe in Victoria near the water where the forests are, maybe there's lots of paths instead and not so many roads and streets. Road, street, track, path, ship, boat, wooden raft, nest, bird, feather, fly. All the world has got its sky. No matter where you are in the world, if you look up, you're going to see the sky. Ship, trip, stumble, ooh, fall, tip the bucket, and spill it all. Water everywhere. Better luck another day. All the world goes round this way. It rains everywhere in the world. Everywhere in the world it rains. What changes is how often it rains. If it rains every day, or maybe every week, or maybe every month, or maybe only once or twice in a whole year. Like in deserts, Antarctica only gets a little bit of snow, but it's so cold that the snow stays around all year long. The Sahara Desert doesn't get a lot of rain either. We get lots of rain in the spring here in Canada. There are a lot of countries in Africa where there's a rainy season and a dry season. Only spring and summer, so it rains in the spring and then it's dry the rest of the year for the dry season. Table, bowl, cup, and spoon. Hungry tummy, supper is soon. What's for supper? Butter, flour in a big black pot. I wonder what they're baking. What do you think? Does that look yummy or what? All the world is cold and hot. Ooh, this says cafe on it. Cafe is the French word for coffee and usually means that there's a coffee shop or maybe a restaurant inside. Cafe, maybe since it's French, maybe this isn't a French country, a country that has French speakers, I should say. Maybe it's Belgium. Maybe it's France. Maybe this is Canada. Canada has lots of French speakers. Maybe this is in Quebec, where there are lots of French speakers. Spreading shadows, setting sun. Oh, it's getting dark. Crickets, curtains, day is done. A fire takes away the chill so that it's not so cold anymore. All the world can hold quite still. No matter where you are in the world, it's usually quieter at night when people are sleeping. People are calm and people are still. All the world can hold quite still. Nanas, papas, cousins, kin. Kin means family. Piano, harp, and violin. Let's see if we can find these instruments. Piano, harp, and violin. Babies passed from neck to knee. All the world is you and me. We all live together on this world, in this world. We have a responsibility to take care of it, to make sure the plants that we love so much can keep growing, to take care of the people that live in it, to take care of the animals that live in it by being kind to them, being kind to one another, and being kind to ourselves. All the world is you and me. Everything you hear, smell, and see all the world is everything. And everything is you and me. Look at all the love in the photos. Love between adults. Maybe this is this person's grandparent. Love between someone and their pet. Maybe their partners or best friends and they love each other. And I think their friends are maybe siblings and they love each other too. And that helps make the world a better place. Hi, Christine. You just caught the tail end of the story. All the world. We're talking about love. All the different ways love is being shown on this page. Who do you love in this world, Christine? Everything is you and me. Hope and peace and love and trust. All the world is all of us. All the world is all of us. The end. The end. The end of all the world. Okay, now it's time for us to get into some deep breathing. And I usually like to settle my body, turn my light off, maybe grab my favorite stuffy and help calm myself down. So I'm gonna turn my light off. You can turn yours off too if you'd like. Today we're going to be doing some flower breathing. Remember, for flower breathing, we take a deep breath in through our nose. We close our mouth and breathe in our nose. And we say, "Ah, what beautiful flowers." Let's try that again. What flower do you see in front of you? Oh, okay, let's take a sniff of it together. In through your nose. Let it all out through your mouth. Ah. Okay, show your stuffy how you can take a deep flower breath. Oh, I think your stuffy's flower smells like ice cream. Let's get a good sniff. In through your nose. And let it all out. Okay, we're all gonna breathe one last time together, and our Somalian lullaby is going to start. In through your nose. Let it all out. The Pleasant Dark by Anette, Wynne. The pleasant dark that comes at night is just as friendly as the light. Dark wraps a curtain over all, the trees, the houses, far and tall. The pleasant dark comes down to bless the world with parent tenderness. Parents fold kids into their arms and keep them safe from loud alarms. The far green hills where children play are hidden until the brand new day. For hills and eyelids know what's best. That darkness time is time for rest. The pleasant dark that comes at night is just as friendly as the light. Fiid Wanaagsen, good evening and good night, everybody. Bye-bye.